story.
Is that what it is?
Our great love story. We met, I came to your show years ago.
You did.
When you were about 19.
I was playing a show above a pub in High Wycombe.
Which is where I'm from, so I was doing the lights at your show.
You were, and you came up to me all smooth at the end and said, "Oh, hi, my name's Anne, how are you?" And
Not
you
that
wrote
creepy.
down and you wrote down my number and never called me, so that was good.
Put you to the bottom of the list.
Yeah, and then about 4 years later we ran into each other and I was like, "You were that guy." And then we started hanging out and writing songs, and you had a girlfriend and I waited patiently.
Yeah, you waited about 3 months and you're like, I've had enough.
And then you
Get rid of her.
binned her off and I swooped in, and that was 9 years ago.
It's very romantic, really, isn't it? Binned her off. Back in the day, we would just like show each other's like iTunes, and we had exactly the same favourite songs. It was really weird, like top 5 songs, exactly the same.
In the same bands, and we realised we'd been to all the same gigs in London. Yeah, it was awesome. We had like a shared passion for the same artists and the same creative kind of choices, I guess.
So I think writing music was like quite easy for us. Normally it takes a while to like figure someone out, but because we had the same influences, it was really
easy.
Simple. Yeah.
And you're just a really good guy, so it's easy to be like vulnerable in a room with you writing. We used to, like, the first song we ever wrote together was like, there was a lyric that said, "Let me know when it's all right to tell you I love you." It sounds like some sort of awful Hollywood movie, but...
didn't release that one.
No, didn't release that one. So yeah, we've been together as a band for 6 years and together as a couple for 9 years now, nearly.
Yeah.
And lockdown hit, and it was the first time that we'd ever not been in a band together. We weren't touring, we weren't playing shows, we weren't in the studio.
Everything was put on hold.
We were just like Anthony and Josephine sat at home with our dog, and we started asking loads of questions about ourselves and each other, as you do. Or maybe you don't, maybe we're just too...
I think we lifted too many rocks.
Yeah.
Well, what's under that one?
And so, yeah, we were kind of wondering whether to stay together.
Yeah.
And decided to work it out by going into the studio. We have a studio at the end of our garden, and in the absence of being able to, like, go hang out with your mates, and we just kind of wrote it out. And what's emerged is our new album, which is called 22 Break, which is 11 songs, basically breakup songs.
Yeah, kind of exploring like all the reasons to stay together again. I guess, as well.
Yeah.
But it's mostly a very sad record. We've
But
got
now
all the
we're
sadness
here,
out the way.
and then we ended up getting married. We ended up getting married, so it ended.
Worked out well.
Yeah, happily. I'm very pleased to say.
It is amazing travelling the world and like meeting everyone from every walk of life, and then somehow they all connect over your music. It's a bizarre thing, isn't it?
Yeah, touring is the best bit of the job, and being able to be this privileged to, we've been to 45 countries or something mad, 150 cities, and played shows all around the world. And you're right, it's kind of the equaliser. Every show feels as special as the one before.
Yeah, as soon as you kind of click into that headspace of realising that everyone is a different person to the night before in a different city.
And also getting to travel and experience so many different cultures, and food, we're big foodies, so we've basically eaten our way around the world. This is just like a big ruse for just being able to tour the world and eat ramen.
Yeah, it's good.
I think every artist suffers from imposter syndrome, because that's what keeps you thirsty, it keeps you hungry to keep creating and keep moving forward. And I think probably one of the biggest pinch me moments was actually this year. We were watching Billie Eilish's new documentary on Apple, and she just started singing one of our songs, and we were like, "Sorry, what? You're right." And that was pretty amazing, because at least I guess it's peer recognition. Like the artists that you look up to are also looking up to you and referencing your songs and enjoying your music, and I think that for me is like one of the most wholesome feelings I think you can have as a creative, when people you respect you back. The best piece of advice I think I've ever been given is to begin. There's a really awesome quote that just says, "Begin it now," and I think that's the hardest thing. Whatever you're approaching in life, is starting is the first hurdle.
Yeah.
It feels really overwhelming sometimes to take on a new project or a new career, whatever it is, and someone was just like, "Just do it, mate. Just go for it."
Yeah, and I think the extension to that is don't be scared to release stuff. Yeah, so if you have something amazing, basically get it out there. Otherwise, one day it might not ever be heard, so you may as well do it now.